From Bev Otis' $16 glass of orange juice to Marie-Claude Bibeau's $17 Jamba Juice order, which I broke for you here on the Rebel.media not that long ago, we know that entitlement is a force to be reckoned with in political circles. Politicians and their staffers have expense accounts, and they're not afraid to use them. Now, we looked into some of the expenses from Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's international trip to Paris, Malta, and England. And during this trip, one of the things that happened was they were supposed to be representing us. We saw the major anti-climate change confab that the UN was hosting in Paris, COP21. And we also saw in this a fair bit of unusual expenses. Now, Justin Trudeau and his team are allowed to, when they're on foreign business, of course, expense meals and things like that. They're doing a job for us. They're supposed to be anyway. But where is that line drawn? Well, we got a hold of the Airbus bar tab. So this is the bar tab, not from the trip itself, just from the plane rides. And we saw about $1,400 in alcohol sales expense to the taxpayers, to you and me. $1,400 in beer and wine. Now, in dollar value, that's not the biggest number. I understand that. But is there a necessity for alcohol on a foreign trip? Now, if I had to be on a plane with some of those political staffers, I might want to be drinking as well, but I'd have to pay for it myself. That would be the expectation. So what is going to be the outcome of this? Well, $1,400 in beer and wine. Let's run down the actual items. 5 cans of Labatt 50, that was about $2.30 a piece for a total of $11.65. Not a huge number. We also had something called Baldwin Fisheye Pale Ale. Sounds good. 15 cans were charged at almost $3 a piece for $44.25. But then we look at some of the wine items here. Chardonnay at $11.55 a bottle, 5 bottles of that one. That's the Hop Chardonnay 12, not a huge deal. A nicer one here, Mission Hill, $28 a bottle, and 13 of those were used for a total of $364. $22 a bottle for 13th Street Essence Pinot Noir. 6 bottles of those were charged. Again, we're not dealing with hugely exorbitant bottles of wine here. We're not dealing with exorbitant cans of beer. We're dealing with the attitude of whether alcohol is essential, in the same way that a lunch or a dinner or a breakfast is when politicians are supposed to be representing us abroad. As taxpayers, is this something that we feel helps them serve us better? I don't think so. And I don't think that you will either. We've started a petition called buyyourownbooze.ca, www.buyyourownbooze.ca. And simply put, we want to tell politicians and their staffers that your alcohol, your vices, your luxury items are not for us to pay for. But we also want to see widely how Canadians feel about this. We'd like to put a poll in the field. Now, polls cost money, so we're hoping you might be able to help us out with this. We're going to crowdfund it, also at buyyourownbooze.ca. And we want to basically ask Canadians, is this acceptable? How do you feel about this? The sense that we're trying to get here is that a luxury item is not the taxpayer's business. Alcohol is not a requirement. Well, for most of us it isn't. So we're going to do this. We need your help. www.buyyourownbooze.ca is the website there. And we're going to send a message to the government that, well, they need to pay for their own, just like a party. For the Rebel.media, I'm Andrew Lawton.
Thanks for watching. Click here to never miss a Rebel update. Want even more of the Rebel? Well, click here to become a premium member.